It began not with a bang, but with a silent, creeping void. One Tuesday morning, the world woke up to find its digital heartbeat had stopped. This wasn't a simple outage. It was a global cascade failure. Submarine cables failed, satellites faltered, and data centers collapsed in unison. The internet, our civilization's nervous system, was offline. What began as a novelty soon turned to dread. Economies froze, hospitals struggled, and smart grids flickered. We realized how fragile our world was, built on glowing rectangles and constant connectivity. The shutdown revealed our mistake, our lives tethered to screens, missing the world around us. It was the moment we began to look beyond the phone. For 2 decades, the smartphone has been our portal to the digital world. It's a marvel, but also a deeply unnatural interface. Humans evolved for a 3-dimensional world, yet we funnel our lives through a tiny, flat screen. We walk with heads bowed, navigating by blue dots, communicating through text and emoji. The device that promised connection has, ironically, disconnected us from our surroundings. The smartphone creates friction. Juggling between apps and reality is clumsy and inefficient. It's a cognitive load our brains weren't built for. The Great Shutdown was a catalyst, but the discontent was already there. We felt it in awkward video calls, frustrating navigation, and social isolation. The next leap can't be a better screen, it must be a paradigm shift. The future isn't about looking at a computer, it's about living within one. We need to break free from the glass cage. To see where we're headed, let's trace the internet's evolution. First, it was one-dimensional, pure text, command lines, and emails. Then came the web, images and layout, giving us a 2-dimensional visual world. The third dimension arrived with 3D graphics and virtual reality, digital spaces with depth and presence, but these worlds were separate, requiring us to leave reality behind. The fourth dimension, time, brought real-time connectivity, live streaming, multiplayer gaming, and instant collaboration. Now we stand at the threshold of the 5th dimension. The 5-dimensional internet unifies text, images, space, and time with our physical world. It overlays digital information onto reality, understanding context and environment. This internet lives in the space around you, not on a screen. It's an internet you see, hear, and interact with spatially, not another world you visit, a new layer upon our own. The digital and physical finally merge. The breakthrough is spatial computing, technology that shatters the screen and brings digital information into the real world. Your environment becomes an interactive interface, the air a canvas, the floor a guide, objects alive with data. The smartphone fades. You become the center of your digital universe. Your gaze, gestures, and voice control reality itself. Imagine standing before the Colosseum. History appears as holograms. Voices narrate. Answers float beside ancient stones. At work, architects walk through holographic buildings. Surgeons see 3D models over patients. This isn't just a new display, it's a new way of thinking, blending intuition with digital precision. The goal: make technology invisible, a seamless extension of your senses. No more unlocking phones or searching for apps. Information is simply there. The world becomes the operating system. We're moving from building apps for phones to building skills for reality. Realizing the 5-dimensional internet requires a symphony of technologies. At the forefront, lightweight, all-day smart glasses, ordinary in appearance, extraordinary in function. Packed with cameras and LiDAR, they map your world in real time, recognizing objects and context. This spatial data is the raw material for the new experience. Processing happens in 2 places: edge computing chips in the glasses for instant response, and powerful AI in the cloud for deeper intelligence. The edge handles reflexes, rendering holograms, tracking eyes, processing voice, keeping your data private, and the experience seamless. The cloud acts as the brain, learning from millions, predicting needs, and personalizing your world. This dual system, fast local reflexes, deep cloud wisdom, makes the experience feel both personal and omniscient. It's not just hardware, it's a new kind of intelligence woven into reality. The machinery is ready, the world is the interface. Imagine a day in 2030, living within the five-dimensional internet. You wake up, your schedule appears on the ceiling, your AI assistant suggests breakfast based on your fridge. Recipe steps float above the counter. No phone, no app, just information where you need it. Commuting, holographic arrows guide you. Messages from friends appear as glowing orbs beside their avatars. At work, you summon floating screens with a glance, collaborate in virtual spaces, and learn by exploring 3D models. Education is immersive. Students dissect virtual hearts or walk through ancient forums. Shopping is transformed. Preview furniture in your home. Try on clothes virtually. Evenings bring connection. Holographic visits from distant family. Shared experiences in virtual galleries. The technology fades into the background, leaving deeper human connection. Digital tools serve us, not the other way around. Distraction gives way to presence. This is a world where the digital and physical truly blend. The future is lived, not just viewed. At the heart of the five-dimensional internet is AI, the operating system of this new reality. AI curates your world, filtering noise, anticipating needs, and making interactions fluid and personal. It highlights what matters, protects you from hazards, and becomes a cognitive partner, an extension of your mind. But this power brings risks: surveillance, manipulation, and loss of agency. Who controls the AI? Who sets its rules? The line between helpful suggestion and covert persuasion blurs. A failure in this system could corrupt your reality, not just your communication. Imagine AI-generated holograms used for scams or propaganda, truth and illusion indistinguishable. The power to write a layer over reality is the power to control reality itself. As we embrace this guide, we must confront its dangers. The author of reality must be chosen wisely. As the spatial internet emerges, the map of innovation is shifting. India is rising as a key architect of this future. Once the world's software back office, India is now poised to leapfrog generations of technology. Its strengths: a vast pool of engineers, a booming startup ecosystem, and digital public infrastructure like UPI and Aadhaar. Over 1 billion people are already accustomed to seamless digital life. For them, moving from phone-based apps to spatial experiences is a natural next step. India's massive market drives innovation for scale and accessibility. Solutions built for 1 billion users may become global standards. India isn't just participating, it's setting the pace. The future of the internet may be written in India. The shift from phones to an internet woven into our world won't happen overnight. It's a slow dawn, already underway, as new gadgets and features quietly merge digital and physical. Wearables, smart speakers, heads-up displays, and LiDAR in phones are all threads in this tapestry. The transition will echo the rise of smartphones, first as companions, then as primary devices. Spatial computing will start with niche uses, then gradually take over as it becomes more powerful and accepted. The question isn't if, but what this will mean for us. We're creating a programmable layer over reality, where perception can be curated and controlled by algorithms. This brings us to a crossroads of cosmic significance. When digital and physical are indistinguishable, Who writes the code for the world we see? Who becomes the author of reality? As we step into this new world, this is the question we must answer. The future is not just about technology, it's about who we become. The dawn is here, the choice is ours.